Welcome to Yesterday's Tomorrow, where tomorrow's news is today and today's news is yesterday. I'm your host, Scott Morrison. We begin with the main story of the day. Australians woke up this morning, or this afternoon if you're in Western Australia, to find that Tasmania had completely disappeared. The exact time of disappearance is still being determined, but scientists are confident the island was still there 2 weeks ago. Experts have already tried turning it off and on again, with no success. Earlier this afternoon at a press conference, the Prime Minister outlined the government's temporary proposal for rehousing Tasmanians should the island not reappear.
We have approved putting in place the reopening of the Christmas Island detention facilities and a series of compounds there, both to deal with the prospect of arrivals as well as dealing with the prospect of transfers.
Staying in politics now, where opposition leader Bill Shorten, best known as stunt double for C3PO, has come under fire for appearing in front of cameras. Oh, right. While seemingly drunk. Whilst at a childcare centre in Adelaide, Mr. Shorten was asked if he loved the Australian flag. Here's what he had to say in response.
I love the Australian flag. Can we just, so that way, in fact, so that anyone doesn't take it and mean it in any other way, I love the Australian flag. I'm very proud of it. But let's be very clear, I love our Australian flag.
Moving to America now, where a new statue has been unveiled in Los Angeles. The memorial, depicting a slim man in a suit, is dedicated to all the men in Hollywood who have lost their jobs to more qualified women and people of diversity. President of the Not All Men activist group said he felt threatened that his position of power gained through connections and privilege would be taken away from him by people with actual talent who've worked their whole lives.
You're ridiculous, and men's rights is nothing.
And finally, the United Nations has proposed a bold new plan to incentivize cooperation between states, awarding gold stars for good behaviour and taking them away for being naughty. This could radically alter international law as we know it, and has been met with outspoken criticism by Saudi Arabia, North Korea and the United States. And now to the sport with Tim.
I'll sign them when I get home. Yes, I know to go through the back. I'm not going to wake up the kids. Honey, I have to go now. What do you mean I can't call you that anymore? Fine, Mother, I have to go. I still love you.
Everything all right there, mate?
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, well, it's time for the sport now. You can do it.
And the Australian women's football team won their first match overseas last night against Andorra. Oh.
Hey, it's all right. Don't worry, it's all right.
Martha's from Andorra.
Oh, yeah, look, why don't you just go and get some water and I'll take over from here. Okay. And now for a quick look at the weather. Oh my god, it's 28 degrees and it's still the middle of winter. My childhood home on the coast is underwater, and farmers have been observed eating duck for 3 days in Queensland. 3 states are in constant bushfire emergency, and the coal plants are showing no signs of slowing. Thanks for watching Yesterday's Tomorrow. See you all in hell.